Hello and welcome. It is Sunday, it is afternoon, and next month is November, which is my big writing month, even if I am no longer associated with other large writing communities. Uh, so that means October is Prep-tober, and I might actually be planning stuff and not just reading that one, the one where I don't write. So with me today, I have Doc. Sako was on their way. So say hi to the nice people.
Hi, nice people.
There you go.
Hopefully, Sako will be catching up with us soon. But
Sure.
uh,
So are you going to be doing a November writing project, or are you uh, still in the
uh,
midst of eternal edits?
I am in the midst of eternal edits, and um, my my inclination is to say that I'm going to push forward with the edits to get through them, so that I have a chance of getting this back to the editor before the end of the year.
Sure.
But it always seems easier for me to kind of push on with writing.
Yeah.
But it's also a case of um I don't know what I would switch to going over to write if I were going to do writing month in November.
I thought there was a YA project. You
There is a YA project that's about half finished. I could probably switch over to that. I don't know.
okay? If you're
So
not feeling motivated, it's not going to come through. So
yeah, and it may be that I want to make my focus the editing,
sure.
but I may try doing some writing stuff to get me into the groove of doing stuff regular.
Sure.
We'll kind of
That
see.
makes perfect sense. Over on my Discord, I'll probably be doing writing sprints at like 9 p.m. all next month, except Saturdays.
Because that time is reserved,
Right,
as it
right.
should be, right? No, no.
Exactly. So if you're not on my Discord, I think everybody here is though. Boom.
Mhm.
There's a link. Let me pop over to the comments. Andy is here. Hello and welcome. Duan is here and pretending he's not, but we totally saw you. So yeah. Sarah is here. Hello and welcome. Jacob is here. Hello, King Red Spy Red X. And yes, I do know Doc Ock from Spider-Man.
Mhm.
Gentle baby. Somebody is getting a little pushy because he knows what today is. He's very good at telling days of the week.
Yep.
Doc does
Especially
not. Go ahead.
don't know him personally, but
Right,
only by
right.
reputation.
Duan is convinced if he doesn't move, we can't see him. So we're not that type of predator.
Yeah, we're
We
persistence predators. We'll keep following you until you fall down and die. No.
and we're omnivores. So
Mhm.
like we see plants and animals, not just movement. So being still isn't going to keep you off of our menu. Okay,
Yeah.
that went weird. So anyway, is anybody here doing a November writing challenge, or is everybody like, that boat has floated, or that was never my boat in the first place? I mean, Doc already answered, so I am planning to at this point, but I've planned to do a lot of things this year that have not happened. So we will see. Hi. Somebody's
And I
demanding
hope that you can, find something that you can get back into writing again. Just
yeah.
because it's taken all year long.
Right? Burnout should be like I read and they like 3 months to a year. And I'm like, well, it's a year, right? I can force through this. We'll be fine,
Mm.
right? Maybe. Who knows? So let's see. Duan says the November writing challenge was never his boat anyway. Yeah, you're not really a novelist. I think you do short stories and scripts, right? Sarah is trying real hard to get back on that whole writer's right. So she's writing all the hoping to get back into the writing all the time grind. Andy is not officially doing nano after everything. Yeah, I think most of us are not.
Yeah, no, we are swearing off that site.
The Nova branch has split away, including our liaisons, but we're still going to do all our things that we normally do. We're just no longer affiliated. So yeah.
That's why I've gone to referring to it as writing month, because it's like there are 12 months in the year. You can declare any of them to be a writing month.
Yeah. It's when I do the majority of my drafting. I do need to pick a steady edit month so I can actually finish some stuff. For some reason, I think the challenge definitely helps motivate me, but also I don't have a dedicated month for it, so it just sometimes never gets done. I've got 2 unfinished manuscripts that I'm kind of sad that they're unfinished. So, but they're not what I feel like writing right now, so.
What do you feel like writing? Bless you.
Whew, excuse me. I'm currently thinking about doing, I think I mentioned it a little bit. I'm doing werewolves and vampires. But in the whole wolf packs are actually matrilineal families.
That's right. Yes.
And werewolves traditionally hang out with them. So I have to figure out which tropes I want to use and which ones I want to abandon, and what everybody's superpowers are, and some pacing and stuff. I want to lean more urban fantasy than romance, but I'm definitely going to be putting that in there. So yeah, just trying to figure out if it's a straight romance or a why choose romance, or what sort of,
or an all of the above romance. Yeah.
Right. Well, that's what a why choose is. Why choose means you can date anyone you want, and I prefer them over reverse harems or harem romances, because
I was just trying to push it like one more step farther. It's kind of like, there's room, get in here.
Right. I get that. So, popping to the comments, I was in fact correct. Juan does indeed do shorts and screenplays. So yeah, it sounds like a lot of us have things to work on today, or things to prep for. So what do you say about doing a sprint?
Yep.
Also, I may not be snacking during the stream because I may have finished off a can of barbecue Pringles and a third of a bag of cheddar and sour cream chips.
As you do.
As one does.
I have actually prepped snacks for this weekend, and I am back to my Chex Mix with M&Ms added. In this case,
very nice.
Patriotic red, white, and blue M&Ms, because that was all we could get in the big jar of M&Ms.
Sure. I do want to let y'all know we will not be having a stream next week because it's the closing day of the Maryland Renaissance Festival, and that was the only day I got a ticket for. And so I will be in Maryland. Hopefully it will be cooler than today, because I almost died of heat exhaustion at the pumpkin patch.
It's actually supposed to be pretty nice weather next weekend. Let me pull up the forecast. Saturday is supposed to be a high of 71, and Sunday a high of 74.
Oh, okay.
So actually, I mean, I know it's usually a little bit warmer than that, but that still should be pretty good, because I'm going to be there Saturday.
Day of fair?
For the last weekend of fair, that's really cold, but for the temperatures we've been having this year, that's really good.
No, I'm saying 74 is when I start thinking about turning up the AC.
Oh, okay.
So that seems very hot for late October.
Yes, it is really hot for late October, but the way the temperatures have been going lately, that's
right. I thought you were insinuating that it being 74 degrees is normal for the closing day of fair.
No, I wouldn't say that. It's usually
I
cooler than
didn't
that,
think
but
so.
yeah.
That didn't seem realistic in any way, shape, or form, even in
But
Virginia. So,
I will
let
be
me
there
Mhm.
next Saturday doing my book signing at Page After Page, which
Yeah.
sadly you will not be there till Sunday, but
Yeah. They sold out of tickets through the entire season about a month ago. So if you didn't get tickets for a particular day, there's no way
you're
you're going.
probably not going. No.
And, if you're worried about the weather, cross your fingers because you got nothing you can do about it. So,
It's like there might be people who will, return their tickets by Thursday, and they'll go back up on the site, but if you're not there watching the site, you're gonna miss them.
is that a thing they can do?
No, that's a thing they can do. People can return their tickets back to the Maryland
Okay.
Renaissance Festival, and, if they get returned before Thursday at 5 o'clock, the Renaissance Festival will re-release the tickets, and they'll show up as
Oh.
being available.
And they get their
But,
money back?
people get their money back,
Okay.
but people who didn't get tickets, who are looking for tickets, know
Sure,
this
sure, sure.
happens, so they'll
Or
be
now they
stalking the
know.
site. Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Okay, okay. That is something I was actually completely unaware of until just now. So,
Oh,
yay. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get ready for sprint. Oh, let me pop into the comments. Dwan approved of my snack choice of cheddar and sour cream. I'm sorry. I think my roommate's kid keeps knocking on the glass, so I
oh.
keep like turning my head. Um, Sarah is editing a video regarding my plotting for characters. Andy said that his last werewolf story featured a matriarch and two aunties as the driving force behind the tale. And he's all for pack his family, and mom is the one who holds the chancleta and will whap your nose with it. I
Yeah,
don't know what
wanna
a
know how to pronounce
chancleta
that
is.
word correctly. But, okay.
I
Just,
assume it's a type of shoe. Yes, it's a
um,
flip-flop.
it's a flip-flop, okay, because 'cause I'm thinking Chatelaine, right? It
No,
doesn't
no,
not
no, no,
quite the
no,
same.
no,
No,
no. So, I
it's another symbol of power. No.
I was pretty sure it was mama's gonna take off her shoe and go.
Okay.
So yeah, let me go ahead and share this screen, and I've got a couple errands to do during the beginning of the sprint.
Mhm.
Um, but then, hopefully I'll work on some plotting. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get started in a 3, 2, 1, boom, shakalaka. And we're back. And we have a Sako. You want to hop up? Hey.
Hey.
Welcome,
How
Sako.
are you?
I've been working on my Substack.
Because it's Sunday.
Because it's Sunday.
Yeah.
As foretold in prophecy.
Dun, dun, dun. So how was your sprint, Doc?
I guess I'm doing good. I've added something like 67 more words. Trimmed off a few, adding more descriptive color. And realized at least one note that I'm going to have to jump back and stick into the narrative later. As my characters are going to a place and basically spotting it on the side, but having to go past it to get to it. It's like there should have been a turnoff that if they were going directly to it, that's where they were going.
Sure.
But
Cool.
just trying to get the landscape a little bit better defined.
Oh, I get that. So I started planning my werewolf urban fantasy thing.
What? Tell me more.
I mean, I saw Sako yesterday and I thought I told you a little about it. Oh, okay. Well, first off, I started my sprint by giving Catticus his gushy food.
Of course.
But so I want to do matriarchal werewolf clans that are, basically families, because that's how wolf packs are actually. And
that's how I do it, is it's hereditary.
Right. And so, and traditionally, Dracula was hanging out with his own wolf pack, so clearly they're friends. But I'm gonna have the whole romancy thing. So I'm trying to decide, what bonding with a pack gets a vampire and what it gets a werewolf, and why they would want that relationship and that kind of thing. So I'm doing some world building, and I hopped over to Jamie Gold's beat sheets and downloaded the romance one and the what was the other one? I grabbed the essential elements of a story just as a checklist. So I love her stuff. So I did a very, very short writing challenge earlier this year where I was brainstorming on these characters, and then I was like, okay, yeah, no, this is a full story. So since I had to cut half of the story in order to meet the little writing challenge, I was like, clearly I enjoy my world building. So I'm playing with that.
World building is the fun part.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree.
I'm just also, trying to focus a little more on backstory for both of my characters and their motivations and that kind of thing, and where they line up and where they are at cross purposes.
Yeah.
So because they
versus
can't just
what they want and what they need.
Yeah. I have read a F ton of romances this year, and I definitely prefer the ones that have a plot outside of he's cute, does he like me or not?
Yeah. I like the thriller / romances.
Yeah. I want to have a little more. But, there's so many werewolf vampire romances that have like a certain beats, and I don't know if that's, do we really want to play with politics, or is that the benefit of playing with vampires? I don't know. So I'm trying to decide.
It is the benefit of playing with vampires.
It's gonna have politics. Yeah. So, and I've learned that I actually enjoy reading trauma bonding, so I need to make my character suffer a little.
Yay!
So yeah, I'm trying to.
And that's how you tell your backstories, right?
Yeah.
Is when they trauma dump. Yeah.
So I'm trying to sort that out. I did realize it was not my roommate's kid knocking on the glass, but my roommate is assembling shelves, which she told me she was going to be doing. So I am, in fact, next door to a construction juncture. But y'all don't hear anything, do y'all?
Nope.
Okay. So everybody said hi to Sako.
Hi, everybody.
Lady Neo is here. Hello. Got
Hi,
a
Lady Neo.
half written. Nice. And Sarah is at almost 6 minutes of edited footage and only has 22 minutes to go. So
Nice.
So you can
Good
finish
start.
that up next sprint, right? No. He said facetiously.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a
So
jab.
Yeah.
I also opened some WordPress half-written blog posts that I might like finish writing.
Ooh.
Maybe. We'll see. So yeah, that was my sprint. So, and it sounds like people hanging out with us had a decent sprint as well. So what do you say about another sprint?
Works for me.
Well, if we're not going to talk about anything else, I guess we do.
Right. Sarah
Yeah.
says she could finish editing depending what she comes up against. So fingers crossed. Good luck with the video. And let's go ahead and get started in a 3, 2, 1. Boom chakalaka.
Bum, bum, bum.
And we're back. How was your sprint?
My sprint was good. I'm adding a bonus win and an ad for my Patreon.
Nice.
So,
Zach?
yeah, I'm having a bit of a difficult section here. I cut a bit of conversation, and now I'm having to rework a slightly later conversation. I'd added some color about the geography, and now that I've removed that, I have to remove the further discussion and still try to keep the same kind of banter and character going. It's taken a little bit of work.
Sure. That makes sense. For me, I went to the Wikipedia entry for Dracula to check out his original powers and stuff to see which ones of those I want to use and subvert and ignore. So, and like, trying to decide at what age do different vampires get different powers.
Right.
So apparently Lucy could turn into mist a week later. So
yeah.
that's pretty early on. So yeah. And obviously I have read excessive amounts of Anita Blake, so I know how her vampires work.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what's right for my story. So yeah. And I popped over for the master beat sheet to. So I have them. Right. I have them all in tabs. I've got world building, romance planning beat sheet, master story planning worksheet, essentials, elements of the story. So I just downloaded all of her beat sheets and stuff. And then I uploaded them to my folder in my Google Drive. And then I copied all of them into one document on different tabs. So
makes sense.
So yeah, I've got this is this character's backstory. This is this character's backstory. These are the powers that my werewolves have. These are the ones the vampires have. This is what vampires benefit from bonding with a wolf pack and vice versa. So,
right.
The deal.
Exactly. So yeah, it's fun. I enjoyed my brainstorming. Catticus is staring out the window. I finally refilled my bird feeder. I took 2 months off after the birds emptied it in under 3 days.
Goodness.
Actually, I think it was a day and a half. And I was like, no, it's summer. There's plenty of food. You don't need to be eaten here. I'm not going through that much money to feed you. So they found other sources of food. And now now that the season's coming to an end, I'm like, okay, yes. Now it's useful rather than convenient.
Now it's a snack stop on the migration highway.
Right. Or for the ones that, can't or don't migrate. Yeah. So let me pop into the comments. Oh, Nicole is here. Hello and welcome.
Hey.
Nicole is under an influence. And Tessa Dean is here. Hello. Nicole wants to know if Doc made it to 20 yet.
Well, let's see. Yes. Yesterday during my No Man's Sky stream that was supposed to be Friday but ended up being Saturday afternoon, I got a 19th follower, and now that I just checked, I started this stream with 19 and I now have 20 followers.
Nicely
Yay!
done. Like a boss.
So now I get to raise my goal. But
hey, yeah, that's how that works.
Yep.
So, let's see. Dwan said hi to Nicole. My bestie, I'm on the phone, so I can't tag you, but I know who you are. Dwan is going to redesign his website. Sarah has quote-unquote ghost toast Kit Kats that are delightful.
I want.
I have not seen ghost Ghost Toast Kit Kats. I shall have to look for those.
My roommate and I devoured a bag of mini, no, fun size, not mini, Snickers. It was a variety pack of almond, peanut butter, and regular. And oh my God, they were so good. And
Sounds
also
like it.
celiac safe.
Hey.
All right. So my roomie really helped me with those. Let's see. Andy did some more editing because editing never stops. So true.
I feel that.
Yep. Lady Neos wrote 3 pages this time. Nice. So that's 4.5 for the stream so far. Pretty solid. Woo. Sarah is at 7.5 minutes. Too much Gene taking over. Legit. So Nicole says, hell yeah, I was ready to bring one more. Nicole's finished her hair spa day and the mani-pedi, so is moving on to a facial. All the pampering today. It's a good day for it.
Mm-hmm.
So awesome. Maybe
today was supposed to be that day for me, but I was too busy handwriting something.
I finished putting up my Halloween decorations this week.
Mm-hmm.
Not me. Oddly enough.
Hey, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. I bought a spotlight yesterday, so I'm gonna put that up. So like the garage door monster that goes, rah, 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 rah. Okay, it doesn't actually make noise, but I do every time I see it. Lights point away from the house, not toward the house, so I want it to be a little more lit up. And I got one of those solar ones, but for it to be in the right spot, it needs to be in the driveway, which is not functional.
Not quite.
So
could you do one on either side of the driveway?
I bought a plug-in one.
Oh.
That's more powerful and won't die after 3 hours.
Okay, that's fair.
So yeah.
Nicole hit a benchmark.
Okay.
By finishing the final draft of her
Spellbound?
Of her
and
novel.
Is rehumaning herself. That's awesome.
She has a couple of days to do so. Days to do so. I want to remind her to take those days for herself. And because the 15th is supposed to be Bog Hag Lady.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it's always important to take some time off to
refuel,
to rebuild yourself after you've had a stressful deadline. Yeah,
Tuesday. Yeah,
and time to go visit a nice bog, get really cozy, curl up with something hot to drink or soup, stew. I don't even know.
So. I love this idea.
Nicole has been sitting at the computer for 3 full months to get through Spellbound. Balance? What even is that? I mean, it's either going at 120% or 0%. Apparently.
Warp speed, no.
So yeah. What do y'all say about another sprint?
Sounds great.
Although, yeah, totally with Lady Neo. Congrats, Nicole.
Yep.
And now it's going off to an editor and doing the things.
Nice. Okay. Nicole says once the anthology is done, she's announcing for the first time an exclusive that she will be working next on her Moonlight Market short story collection. This sprint is for washing Lady Neo's hair. Very
cool.
Started. The pumpkin patch got to be 80 degrees today. It was very hot.
And the sun was very hot. Yeah.
It was supposed to be a high of 74 and it was 80. It had I died. And then had to drink a lot of water and eat a lot of chips to even come to you today. So.
Make me glad I got my haircut.
Oh, looking good. Yeah.
Yep.
So, okay, let's go ahead and get started in a 3, 2, 1, boom. And we're back. How was your sprint?
It's going wonderfully.
Nom 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 nom.
Nom, 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 nom,
Ice
nom.
cream.
Yes, I do. My reward for getting all my shit done.
Excellent.
I finished a blog post
Yay!
that is set for next week, so I need to finish up the one for this week, which is the Capclave
Redo.
review.
Okay.
And then I went outside and set up a spotlight for the nom nom nom, and got bug bites. And then I opened the packages that were on the doorstep, which is the reason I went outside, and then remembered to do the spotlight. And I'm in the middle of framing some art and hanging it, but I stopped because there were 52 seconds left.
Good timing.
Well, it's not up yet. It's in the frame.
No, but I mean, good timing for stopping and getting back to the podcast.
Yeah. And I'm glad I got a multi-pack of frames because I got some framed art, which is great, but I'm putting it in the kitchen and it doesn't have any glass.
Oh.
So I'm replacing it with a frame that has glass.
Mm-hmm.
It's a baby dragon with a dandelion, and when he tried to blow on it, he accidentally set it on fire.
Oops. Oopsie.
All gone to seed, when you blow on it and make a wish. Yeah. So it's adorable and I love it. But it doesn't have any glass in the frame. So
and it needs that if it's going to be in the kitchen.
Exactly.
So I actually did pretty good in this sprint.
Nice.
I got past the correction, the conversation corrections, and got moved forward, actually making pretty good progress. I'm over halfway done through this chapter.
Nice. Nicely done.
This is one of my longest chapters in the book. So I'm doing a lot of cutting. It's like whenever the editor says, "Why don't you cut this section?" It's like,
okay.
Probably right. Okay.
Sure. Okay. Nice.
Yep.
So, okay. Let me pop into the comments. Let's see. Nicole is also stuffing her face. Approves of the ice cream minging. Right. Duan says, "I'm here redesigning." I think so. He was working on his website. My kitty has the zoomies and says hi.
Hi, Zoomy Kitty.
Sarah says, "Had to stop to render again, but is trucking along. Only has like 6 minutes of footage to edit. So yay.
Nice.
That's 22 done, 6 to go." Nicole says, "Face mask off. Arsenal of potions on my face next. Also watching Fairy Tale, the anime." Awesome. Tessa is working on writing prompts, and then her memoirs next. And Lady Neil got a page and a half done, and the hair is washed, and got a load out of the dryer, and put one in, and put the last load in the water. What? It was only 24 minutes.
She's so productive.
How do you get pages done and wash your hair and which? Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna chill and scratch the bug bites I got while outside for 5 minutes.
That's what my tomorrow is going to be like. I got to do laundry and groceries and PT and take my car in.
Oh my goodness, that's a yeah. So, I heard my work is having a lot of fun this weekend. So, what I was working on got funding approved on Thursday. We'll see if it still has funding approved on Monday.
Woo!
So, yeah, but there's nothing I can do about it. And, so I'm trying not to stress too much about that. Sako heard a little more details on
that. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's exciting. But, I'm still kind of done with software engineering, but I don't know where I want to go from here because writing sure as hell isn't going to pay the bills.
Public relations, maybe?
I think
I'm
on
guessing
social
project
media,
management is not there either. No.
I don't know, which is why I'm sticking with what I've been doing, you know.
Mhm.
Done with it, but I don't know where to go next, so I might as well stay with it. Well, you know, they're still paying me to do it, so.
Mhm.
But
I
yeah,
would be looking, and if something jumps out at you, apply.
sure. Yeah, yeah. So, thoughts and things. Oh, the shelf is up. Nice.
It
I
is a
think
beautiful show.
it's whatever they replaced the calyx with.
The Cowlicks?
Calyx. Oh my god, you don't know your IKEA furniture.
No, I do not.
Calyx.
I've been in an IKEA twice. And both times I was going with somebody else and they were buying furniture.
Sorry, I misspelled.
Kallax. Okay.
It's with a K, not a C. My bad.
Ah.
So
But no.
the calyx replaced the expedit, and I actually
Oh,
missed the
expedite. Yeah.
Yeah, because the old one, all the framing was like an inch chunk, and in the
Mhm.
new ones, it's an inch chunk on the outside, but not between.
Oh.
So it used to
Okay.
be sturdier,
Mhm.
but you know,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
have
bad.
the entertainment center and the desk of expedite.
Yeah, yeah. I had the expedite with the desk, and then when I got the desk was at the wrong height for me though, and you can't really adjust the shelves
You can't.
because of how they're all squares. So I turned it on its side, and it's now in my entryway. The
Mhm.
shelf, because
I'd
the
just
shelf
like
works.
to say thank you to Dwan for also being ignorant of IKEA.
Mhm.
There's one in Woodbridge, and I used to live in Woodbridge, so it's very easy and convenient.
I live in Woodbridge, and I know I usually escort people through IKEA.
They need
It's
a
an
guide.
adventure.
Mhm.
I took my
I'm the
boyfriend on a
guide.
date there once. I mean, wait.
IKEA Sherpa.
Do you at least know about Billy the bookcase?
Mhm.
I'm asking Doc and our non-IKEA people here.
I think I helped someone assemble a Billy once, but I did not go and help them buy it. But
Okay, so there's a song by Jonathan Colton called IKEA,
Mhm.
and it's a word song, and it's hilarious. And IKEA building homes for poor college kids and divorced men.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's hilarious. I dropped it
I'll
in the
have to
chat.
check it down.
So I mean, I've seen Jonathan Colton and Paul and Storm in concert like twice when they came through. So
Mhm.
I think Jonathan Colton is most known for his the Zombies Code Monkey
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
maybe Skull Crusher Mountain and Regarding Your Brains.
Yes.
Mhm.
So and Paul and Storm in my head are best known for George R. Martin, Please Write Like the Wind. But I also know them from their previous band. Who were they? They were Da Vinci's Notebook, which
Oh.
yeah.
I didn't know
So,
they were related.
They can't there's some copyright trademark issues, and they don't really talk about it anymore, and I don't know how rough it was when it broke up.
Apparently pretty rough.
So yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, great, not quite parody bands, but you know, they do cute little songs and whatever.
Yeah.
Geeky lyrics. So,
I,
mhm.
I was going to say, Dewan, I do know that one of the times that I went to an IKEA, I did go there expressly with the intention of finding the Swedish meatballs.
To take home or to eat?
What?
Both?
I was going to take them home. I was going to buy Swedish meatballs to take
They're
home,
on the way out.
Had none of them. None. Zip. Zero.
They
none.
are on the way out.
So, I'd never eaten at an IKEA before, and I went on a date with my boyfriend there, and we walked through the whole thing, and then we sat in the cafeteria, and we actually ate there, and then, we weren't really buying anything, and we went through the warehousey bit where you check out, and then we got a couple of the cute little things in the checkout aisle, basically.
Yeah.
But, I've had to furnish places before and whatever, so. Let me pop back in the comments. Sarah lives near an IKEA, but has never been. Nicole says their closest ones are 2 hours away each way, but no Swedish meatballs. And we're all caught up then. So, Sako, are you doing a November writing challenge?
I might.
Okay.
I want to try to at least finish and maybe plug in a subplot on my paranormal romance.
Nice.
I don't know if I'm going to have a goal per day or if the goal is just to write a little bit every day.
Sure. I know for me personally, if I don't have a high goal, then about a weekend I start doing the bare minimum, and that's not good for me. So
if it's a research day, which I might need a bit more research for the subplot that I want to plug in.
Sure.
Like, I consider that a win.
Okay.
It might be 30 words worth of exposition, but
sure. I get that.
I want it to be accurate.
Right. Okay. So we've got 3.5 minutes left. Why don't we just do our outros?
Works for me.
I mean, I love everybody, but
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Sako Tumi, also known as Voit. I'm the wearer of all the hats. So I write books. Like, I'm 3 times published, self-published, and I've got 2 more things in the chute this year, is hopefully before 2025. Hopefully before 2025. So keep an eye on me here on YouTube and on Facebook, and you can Google me as Sako Tumi or Psycho Sako. It'll have all my social media and stuff. Hit me up.
Awesome. Doc?
I am Doc Coleman, and I write steampunk comedy adventure. I'm currently we've got a Kickstarter out for the 3rd volume of the Forgotten Lore, and we have just passed 100 backers. We now have 103, and we've got over $3,000 pledged, and we are like halfway to unlocking hardcover editions of this book. So we got hardcover editions of the first 2. We would really appreciate your support to get hardcover editions of this book. And we've got 17 more days to go. So there's still time. Even if you're seeing this late, if it's still October, there's still time. But if you're interested in me and my stuff, go to your favorite search engine and search for Doc Coleman Steampunk, and you'll see the other editions of the Forgotten Lore series. You'll see my book, The Perils of Prague. You'll see some of the other stuff I published, and you'll be able to look at samples on Amazon and decide if it's going to be right for you or somebody that you love.
Awesome. And Nicole said, thanks for the stream and all the fish, especially all the fish. Happy 42nd moon. JK, hello. We are just finishing up our sprints. I'm sorry, we're on our way out. It's great to see you.
It's Moon's birthday. Happy birthday, Moon.
Yay!
Hey, Moon.
I mean, the whole month is Moon's birthday. But I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood. I'm thinking about actually writing again, but mostly I blog, vlog, and have podcasted about 10 years worth of content of writing tips and writerly musings. You can find them everywhere. It's Morgan Hazelwood, morganhazelwood.com. Oh, Tuan says it's not his birthday yet.
It is now. No.
and
it is now.
I didn't think it was the 42nd. I thought he was a baby.
No, he's like my age.
Okay, I could be wrong. And what was I saying? Yeah, morganhazelwood.com, fireside.fm/Morgan Hazelwood, youtube.com/Morgan Hazelwood. He says his birthday's the 22nd. And it's going to be his 41st. Ha! Told you you're a baby. Anyway, I'm old. We're old.
We're old.
So great to see you. We will not be here next week. Sako and Doc, y'all can do what y'all want, but I will be at the Maryland Renaissance Festival, hoping it's cooler than today. So have a great rest of your October, and I will see you, I guess, on the 27th, assuming I'm not dead.
Halloween episode.
So catch you later. Have a great week, and good luck if you're doing Prep-tober, and good luck even if you're not. Eat snacks. Bye.